It used to take a farmer a day to get to town. Now it takes a minute till his plane comes down. 'Cause everything is moving too fast. Everything is moving too fast. You better save your money 'cause everything is moving too fast.
What is on demand, not only by IBMers, but also by our customer set as well. So we give a brief overview of what on demand is. The second area is what are the technologies that we're building to make an on-demand environment. The third area can be tailored based upon what the customer wants to hear. And then most customers are not the bleeding edge customer type, so they want to know what are other customers doing? How can I get there? Is there a roadmap to get to on-demand? So we talk about those areas.
Clear. Erwin Wadowski-Berger, our Chief Technical Strategist at IBM, has his own definition of what on-demand is, and it's I want what I want when I want it. And I think we kind of understand that one clearly, and it's how do we implement what you want, when you want it, and do it in a precision manner that helps
differently. I think IBM has got it in that, yeah, we can build bigger, faster processors, no doubt about that. We can wrap them with a lot of memory and I/O to make them very useful with mixed workloads or running many, many workloads at high utilization rates. But that's not what runs your business. It's the technology with your business processes together. So
you've already seen this machine on the floor, so you know that it's not 4 times as big. It is, however, always a 2-frame machine. 2 frames here helped us. We were getting a little bit too tall with single frame versions. Couldn't get them into customers' offices without taking them apart. These are the same cages that are in the Z900.
If we start off quickly by what is Linux. Linux is a multi-user, multitasking, multi-processing operating system. Wrote a kernel, called it Linux, a derivative of his name, and Unix, because Linux originally, it's very much like Unix. And he put it on the internet and invited people to help him embellish it and make it better. And what's happened has been pretty phenomenal. The independent software vendor community is embracing Linux. They're saying, hey, this is the fastest growing operating system. Saying, hey, I can have one source code library and I can run on everybody's servers. This is a really good thing. I want to be part of this. So this is a short list of the customers of the ISVs that IBM is working with to help deliver solutions on Linux. So this is another place that we're investing.
These are the attributes for the on-demand operating environment: open, virtualized, autonomic, integrated. Autonomic, we mean the self-managing aspect of it. Okay. Virtualized. This is where the resources can be accessed and they aren't physically defined. It doesn't matter where they are, you can use the resources. Grid computing, what do we mean by that? Distributed computing over a network, using open standards, and it's heterogeneous. Very important. That it isn't just mainframes, that it could be our P series, our Z series, our X series, our I series, or other vendors.
Here we have our IBM eServer Blade Center, really an e-business infrastructure enabler, allowing you to provision the various blades in a very compact package, which also includes storage, switches for things like gigabit Ethernet, as well as system management integrated into a solution that allows you to provision everything from, say, a half a dozen blades for a web server solution, a few blades for a collaborative solution, some additional blades for terminal servers, some file server blades, and allowing you to keep spare blades for on-demand capabilities and sparing capabilities.
WebSphere portfolio of e-business applications and deployment platforms. Several of these platforms have been known under different names previously and are currently being rebranded under the WebSphere name. For example, WebSphere MQ used to be known as MQ Series. WebSphere Studio is our product for developing and deploying applications across the rest of these products. But today in particular, we're going to be talking about WebSphere Application Server, which is IBM's industry and market-leading entry into the J2EE application server space.
One of the primary goals of WebSphere Application Server for ZOS version 5 was to reduce the memory consumption, CPU consumption, all the other resources that it currently uses. One of the common complaints that we had about WebSphere version 401 was that it was very heavy. There was lots of address spaces. Each one consumed a lot of memory. So what they did was they focused on trying to reduce that. As a matter of fact, close to 80% or over 80% of the code is now the same across all the distributed WebSphere platforms. That includes AIX, NT, Sun, and 390. However, it's that other 10 to 20% that's very important on ZOS. It's tightly integrated into a parallel sysplex. You can actually create multiple cells now across LPARs within a sysplex. You can create single cells that span an entire sysplex, whether it be 1, 2, or 3 LPARs on a single system or across LPARs on multiple systems.
The other point that was made in the next bullet on that first chart is that in addition to the pace of technology, it's the pace of user consumption that's also changing. And they talk about two things that are fueling that. One is rich media, non-encoded data, and the other one is pervasive computing devices, the ability from a portable device, a mobile device, a wearable device, to get at applications to drive that data out to you, where you may be. Yes, we take a look at typical encoded data today, but if we want to federate that data, let's say with web page contents that we get, or scanned images, or natural digitized images like full motion videos or MRI scans of that nature, obviously we need to broaden the storage infrastructure to support that and the software that process that. So things like
Here we have the IBM Systems Group lineup. It brings together our server and storage lineup. At the top of the lineup is our Z series, standing for near zero downtime. Our P series, the P stands for performance with outstanding Unix flexibility and scalability. Our I series, bringing mainframe-like capabilities in an integrated package. Our X series, bringing some of those Z series attributes down into our X architecture space for Linux, Windows, and Intel. And then at the bottom of the lineup really is our IBM total storage. So we had a bang-up second quarter from a announcement standpoint. All of our lines are refreshed across our storage and server lines. All of these attributes in our IBM eServer lineup bring eBusiness On Demand into the real world.
Slow down, 'cause everything is moving too fast.